Oh boy, welcome to season 18 of the Ellen DeGeneres show.
You might have heard a lot of controversies regarding Ellen's show recently. Now it's even escalating to a point where her show is ending. Let's find out why in this video. Welcome back to our channel, and today we will be talking about Ellen getting cancelled and all the implications of this move. What is the real story behind the ending of the show? The cancel culture has been predominant in the past, where famous personalities have been held accountable for what they say and do. While this often happens to TikTokers, Ellen DeGeneres has been no exception to this movement. Now her famous show is coming to an end, and its 19th season will be the last. Her excuse for stepping down from the show was that she was a very creative person and constantly needs to be challenged. This was something she was not getting from the show. Even the president of Warner Brothers Unscripted TV said that all things good must come to an end, despite you hoping that they never would. Now this seems like a quite nice thing for Ellen to do to explore her creativity, but the background for this drastic step is a whole other thing. There were a lot of allegations against her about making the place a very toxic work environment. The Dutch influencer, YouTuber Nikki Jaeger, who uploaded beauty content, was one of the first people to say that Ellen was cold and distant during Jaeger's appearance. In April 2020, a Twitter thread was released where people uploaded stories of Ellen being mean, and there were 2,000 replies. It included the responses of crew members ranting over their lack of information on pay and working hours by the show executives. There were so many stories that just seemed crazy. And that are just Twitter stories. We cannot say all of them are true. One story said that she didn't allow crew members to eat meat on the set as she was vegan. She even was said to have fired an autistic custodian. Then came the cancel culture for her insensitive comments, like comparing self-isolation in her mansion-like jail, and many people found it very mean. Many people who started the backlash against her said that the prisoners had an increased risk of getting COVID-19 and they would have very poor medical attention given to them too. They told her to keep mindful of her comments, as she was one of the privileged. The next issue was the employees who diligently worked on the set despite the pandemic, as they had not been given instructions about their salaries or working hours. They said it affected their mental health a lot, and there weren't any considerations about their physical health. For 2 weeks they were in uncertainty, and they all were under extreme stress. The crew members were really angry and said that Ellen just said be kind but followed nothing about it. They compared her care to the treatment of employees on the Jimmy Kimmel Show or John Oliver's or Samantha Bee's show, where everyone got full rates and the personal health of all employees was taken super seriously. Ellen has also been rumored to be very rude to her bodyguards. Someone even described her as a person living in an incredibly privileged bubble who is out of touch with the real world. Hashtag RIP Ellen trended a lot on Twitter due to this back in July 2020. Due to this, studio executives actually considered replacing her with James Corden instead. When she tried to commemorate doctors and nurses for their hard work by donning their costumes and saying this was a superhero costume, she got so much backlash, saying as an employer she was horrid. When she was questioned about this, she said in a segment at the start of season 18 that many things that happened there were wrong and she apologized to the people affected. However, she was cancelled and the stats proved it. Despite this segment getting massive views, the average viewership was actually down by 1 million views. The stats showed 2020 videos having a viewership of 2.6 million views per episode versus just 1.6 million views per episode in 2021. There was also a 43% decline in ratings. The fact actually remains that the show was renewed all the way till 2022, back in May 2019. And crossed the milestone of the 3000th episode on April 29, 2021. So for this to be cancelled and the 19th season to be the last one aired, it is an end of an era, the end caused by her lack of interest and popularity. The show was amazing. Everyone tuned into it as it was the best place to see superstars and celebs up close. Ellen has been insanely creative and the show was entirely wholesome. It was the epitome of comedy, joy, comfort, and she always had something great to offer all the time. It was going to be unforgettable. Be it when she flirted with her guests in a funny way or sang and danced with them, The Ellen Show is just the best. What do you guys think of The Ellen Show? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such content.